Hey guys, Chris from Appropriation here, and in this video I'm going to show you the solution for question 2 from the Jan 2015 PoA paper 2. If you want to see the solutions for the other questions on this paper, I'm going to put a card up there and a link in the description below, so be sure to check those out as well. And with that said, let's get into the solution. So we have a partnership question, and it says Shadi and Marty entered into a partnership on 1 Jan 2014 with the following assets at start. So it says Shadi brought in cash and equipment valued at $50,000 and $25,000 respectively, whereas Marty also brought in cash for $20,000 and a vehicle with $30,000. So the first thing we have to do here is to prepare the journal entries in the form below to record the capital of the partners at 1 Jan 2014. So we know once assets are introduced, the asset balances are increasing. Therefore, we'll need to debit the assets. Okay, so let's enter Shadi's information first. So as you know, with journal entries, we enter the debit entries first. The assets, their accounts will be debited for the amounts or the values of the assets being brought in. Cash $50,000, equipment $25,000. The corresponding credit will go to capital for $75,000, because remember, any resource introduced by the owner is classified as capital. And yes, it will also be assets because of the dual nature of accounting. One transaction affects both the debit and credit side equally. Now, there will also be a narration to record the introduction of $50,000 cash and $25,000 of equipment as capital by Shadi. Now, the question did not say narratives are not required. So again, if that's the case, you need to put in your narrations or your narratives, because narratives are a part of a journal entry. Some questions say that narratives are not required. So if they do say that explicitly, then you can leave it out. If they don't say that, leaving it out is likely to cause you not to get all of the marks that could be awarded for that question, or at least that part of the question. Now let's take a look at Marty's information now. So Marty brought in cash and vehicle worth $20,000 and $30,000 respectively. Again, the debit entries go first, and we're debiting the assets because they are increasing, and the credit entry will come afterwards. The credit, of course, being the capital because Marty brought in those two assets. And as I said before, I put in a narration, which is a brief description of the actual transaction to record the introduction of $20,000 cash and a vehicle with $30,000 as capital by Marty. Okay, so let's take a look at the next part of the question, which is an appropriation account. So I need to shift around my screen a little bit. Give me a couple of seconds. Okay, so for the next part of the question, I'm seeing an appropriation account. Now it says at the end of the first 6 months of operations, and please note, first 6 months is in bold because we are going to have to do an appropriation account for 6 months as opposed to a year. And that is going to have implications for any calculation with a percentage. Let's get back to that. So it says Shadi and Marty realized a profit of $45,680. Drawings by each partner during the first 6 months, again in bold to remind you that it's for a 6 month period, right? So Shadi $1,800, Marty $950. The partners had agreed to the following. So first things, interest would be charged on drawings at a rate of 8% per year. So again, that's a percentage item that's going to have to be adjusted for the period for which we are doing the appropriation account, which is 6 months. Not a whole year. 8% per year means that if the period is not a full year, we have to adjust it for the number of months out of the 12 for the full year. Next, it says the partners would be entitled to receive interest on capital at a rate of 10% per year. Again, we're going to have to adjust that because 10% is for the whole year. We're only doing this for 6 months, right? And Marty would receive a salary of $1,700 per month. All right. Now it says, prepare the appropriation account of the partnership for the 6 month period ended 30th June 2014. Show your working clearly. So let's take a look. So we're going to start off again, as per usual, by heading up our statement. Shadi and Marty, name of the partnership, appropriation account, the name of the statement, and the period to which it applies. And please don't forget to put your dollar signs. So where do we start? We start with the net profit before appropriation, and we add the interest on drawings. So it's going to be 8% multiplied by whatever the drawings figures are, and then multiplied by 6 out of 12. Again, we're adjusting the interest on drawings because the interest is 8% per year. So if it was a full year, we charge a full 8%. Because it's only 6 months, which is half a year, we have to adjust the interest figure or the interest on drawings, right, for that period of time. So you're going to see the workings there. So you notice 8% of 1,800 by 6 out of 12, being 6 months out of 12. And same thing for Marty, 8% of 950 by 6 out of 12, being 72 and 38 respectively, giving us 110 in total, added to the 45,680 above, giving us 45,790 to appropriate. Now we're going to appropriate that. Interest on capital is the first item up. The partners are to receive interest on capital at a rate of 10% per annum or per year. So the capital figures we take from above, right? So hopefully you remember what those are. So we're going to start off with Shadi and Marty, get a total. So 10% of 75,000 for Shadi. Again, multiply by 6 out of 12 because we are not charging or awarding the interest for a whole year. It's only 6 months for now. And the same applies to Marty, 10% of 50,000 by 6 out of 12. Okay, so that gives a total of 6,250 for the appropriation for interest on capital. Next, we have Marty would receive a salary of 1,700 per month. So across here, we're going to multiply that 1,700 by 6 because again, 1,700 is the salary per month. We're paying for 6. The total appropriations would be 16,450, which we would subtract from the 45,790 to give us 29,340, which we will then share between the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Now, did they tell us what the profit sharing ratio was? I don't recall. So that means we have to share the profits equally. So we are going to give Shadi and Marty equal shares, 50% each, or 29,340 multiplied by a half, or 29,340 divided by 2. That's so the 14,670 each is going to add back to 29,340 to give us back 0 left. So we've appropriated all of the profit. Okay, I think we have just a couple of things left. Let's take a look at those things now. Okay, so with this part of the question, we are asked to calculate Shadi's net worth in the partnership after the first 6 months of operation. Okay, so many of you might be wondering, what is net worth? So if we were talking about the business as a whole, net worth would be its net assets, assets minus liabilities. From an owner's perspective or the partner's perspective, it talks about, yes, their capital invested. And in the case of a partnership, not just the capital invested, right, but the interest or any earnings that they may also have gotten from their time in the partnership. So what we're going to start off with Shadi is her balance at start. Then we're going to add the earnings. So if you take a quick peep up at the appropriation account, for Shadi, she earned 3,750 in terms of interest on capital. She didn't get salary, but she also got a share profit of 14,670. So we're going to take those two things as her earnings, add them together. Now she had a couple of withdrawals. So the interest on drawings and the drawings itself. So we're going to put those two things as well. Total them up, and we're going to get a net earnings of 16,548 to give us her net worth of 91,548. So again, her net worth would be her initial capital balance at start, add any earnings from the partnership, and minus any withdrawals from the partnership. Right? I forgot to put that head in there initially. Okay, let's take a look at the last part of the question. Alrighty, so it says, using your answer from C above, write a brief comment to assess the performance of Shadi's initial investment. Okay, so the performance of a partner's investment refers to how much money they earn on top of their initial capital contribution. So my little assessment, now this is not the only way to phrase this, so just be mindful of that, okay? So I have that Shadi's initial investment of 75,000 earned a return of 18,420 before her withdrawals of 1,872 are taken into consideration. This translates to a return of approximately 24.56%. So what I mean by a return is if you take the earnings divided by 75,000 and multiply by 100. In other words, take the earnings as a percentage of the initial investment, because that is what your investment would have earned. However, if her withdrawals are taken into consideration, her net earnings are 16,548, which we could see above, and the return on her invested capital is approximately 22.06%. Right? So again, it was only for 1 mark, so they could not have expected it to go very much in depth in terms of your explanation. At least that's my opinion. So basically what you had to show was her earnings as a percentage of her initial investment. That is what they're talking about the performance, right? What percentage return did her investment earn? Now, the question is, which item is more correct? Are the earnings before the withdrawals the better figure to use? Or what about the net earnings? So the argument for the earnings before withdrawal is that is what was actually earned, right? Her investment earned 18,420. The thing is, some people will say, okay, but they were kind of expenses or withdrawals, so she kind of took out some capital or withdrew. So you have to take that into consideration when talking about her net earnings, which is also a fair point as well. So I want to hear what you think in the comment section below. Comment and tell me what you think, which one you think is the better figure to use to assess the performance of Shadi's investment, her gross earnings or her net earnings. And again, there may not necessarily be a right answer. The answer may be right depending on how you justify it. But of course, if there are any teachers watching, I want to hear you too. What do you think? All right. Okay, guys, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out some more videos here. Subscribe and click the notification bell so you know every time I drop a new video. Check out my website for free POA handouts, and there's a link to my Facebook page in the description below, which will carry you to free past paper solutions for POA maths and advanced. As usual, guys, thanks very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.